there's so many people who've been on that show, and you know, you just said that people are sad that you left, and I'm like, you know, I don't know Bowen Yang, but I was like, oh, that guy's gonna be there forever, and then he just left, and it seems like he just released a statement like,
well, Lawrence says it all the time. The good ones always want to leave. The good ones always want to leave. You know, it's rare that you get a good one to stay.
yeah,
You know, and it's true.
Why is that?
Because it is hard.
That's what I thought.
It's,
That's what I
it's
thought.
100 hours. It's 100 hours. No, it's 200 hours because it's 100 hours of physical and 100 hours of mental. You are definitely my type. I just want to let you know, okay? So, again, don't go and break up with your girl just to be with me because that's not going to work.
All right.
Live it out.
I love that. All right.
Live it
good
out.
advice.
Live it out. Live it out. But know that Leslie Jones,
yeah,
like you got that little, you know, you got that little something. I saw it as soon as I walked in. I was like, ooh, nice. Yeah, you saw that I looked at you too. Oh, God, that is, wow. Okay, come on. So.
I mean, I think we got it. I think we got it. I think we got it. I think we got it.
Yo, am I so for it or what? I am sorry. I'm too
She's got
old
that publicist look that's
I'm
like
I'm
all
too
day
old.
all day
I'm
long.
too old for that other shit. I don't feel like
No, I
being
understand.
that.
I understand.
don't feel like doing that.
We're like not even in frame. You didn't have him doing his job. I'm doing his job.
Hey,
He's over there sweating. He's
hey,
over there like.
hey, don't be a hater. I feel like that was a cock block.
A little bit, but I'm just jealous.
Really? Okay. Oh, but are you married with a boy? Good. So then he's off market for you. So don't think. So stop being a hater.
How do you know she was talking about him? She could be talking about you being
No,
off.
because just for her to say I'm doing his job. Yeah, like, okay. You're doing it because you can. And be happy for your friend, you know?
All right. Are we ready? Yeah. Okay.
She is like, okay, on that.
Yeah. She's like.
I love
The
it.
funny thing, she's the one who's in charge of all this.
I know.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what's so funny. She's going to be like, wow.
Yeah, no, this is.
Miss Jones came in
I was gonna
hot.
say this is a little bit. It's a little bit more juicy than normal on
Yeah,
this
but
podcast.
I'm very, you see, I'm very.
I'm not surprised. I'm enjoying the show
Thank
as
you.
I always
I'm so
do.
glad you're not surprised because
No.
I'm crazy. Not crazy. I just.
No.
I've lived so long.
Well, okay. First of all, welcome to the
Welcome.
podcast. Yes.
Yes.
I mean, I feel like we're in the middle of it already, but
Let
welcome.
me tell you something.
Okay.
I have loved you so long. I've never met you,
No.
ever met you, but I have loved you for a long time. When it started on Twitter, I guess they call it X now, whatever.
Yeah,
but you would tweet stuff, and I would always repost your stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Whenever you do, I always repost your stuff because
you.
I love smart people, especially smart black men. And it's just like, I knew we were going to at some point meet because I know you do stand up sometimes.
Yeah.
Or are you?
I'm back in. I was out for a few years, but I'm back in. Yeah,
So I was like, we're going to end up meeting and I'm going to tell him that I want to do an interview with him.
oh,
But
please.
I'm so glad you reached out.
Well, so first of all, literally the show starts with me giving people their flowers, but you just did it to me. So
But
now I'm going to give it back
isn't
to
it,
you.
isn't it important for you to understand who you are and that I see you? Because sometimes people don't know that, and you say it, and they be like, "Oh wow, I didn't realize." Yeah,
You're
realize
literally describing the premise of this show. Is that I
Nice.
want people to know how I feel about them, but you're doing it for me, so thank you.
Oh.
I'm blushing. Not as much as blushing as Sebastian is over there.
Sebastian is my next boyfriend.
Yeah, we've made that clear. I mean,
And
you're definitely.
I don't think he knows it, but I'm not forcing it.
No.
I'm
You're
just
doing a
letting
good
him
job
know.
of just saying like once you get if you break up.
But this is going to be our love story.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'll have to become a minister because I feel like I'll
No,
have to.
we're not getting married. We
Okay.
might do that little stick it thing, that little post-it thing they did on Grey's Anatomy. When,
and
put that post-it
Oh man, I
shit,
should know
but
that. What is that? I'm your
not-
person.
Yeah, I don't do that married thing.
Okay, well, good.
We're not into that.
So I want to tell you. So first of all, I'm pretty sure I knew who you were before you knew who I am.
No.
We have an interesting connection.
Really?
So
Okay.
I was working with Chris Rock
Okay.
on my first TV show, Totally Biased, at the same time
Such
that
a
he
good
was
show.
telling people that you were funny.
Really? He was telling people I was funny?
Yeah. So yeah.
Every time I talk to Chris and he says stuff, I'll be like, for real? Like, because I was like, when I wrote for him for, it was either the Emmys or the Oscars. I think it was the Oscars because I think I did a sketch with him too. But I was like, oh, I was saying something about Kobe. I was like, yeah, Kobe's the hot dog. Woo, woo, woo. Oh, Kobe loves you. And I was like, Kobe knows who the fuck I am? That's crazy. It's insane. It's insane.
Well, I have that same feeling when I find out that people know who I am. Like, the TV people, everybody gets TV. Like, everybody watches TV and sees stuff.
Everybody? Yeah.
It's like celebrities also watch TV.
It's so crazy.
So I was on Totally Biased at the time when it became major news that Saturday Night Live didn't have any black women in the cast.
And I misunderstood everything because when they told me, I was at a gig and come on, I was broke. Like I was broke, and I was selling merch. It was Russell Simmons' room on Wednesday night that Tony Rock at the time was hosting. And this girl came up to me and she was doing her little thing and she was like, so did you hear what Kenan Thompson said? I ain't never met Kenan.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? And she was like, he said that black women can't be on SNL. And I lost it. I said, who said that? I said, the motherfucker from All That? You're not All That. Like, I went off. Yeah. And I said, I'll meet you anywhere, any place. And I'll go up and we'll see who the fuck will rock the house. I remember, because I remember the first time I met Kenan. And he was like, you went hard on me, yo. So, because it was a misrepresentation, because that's not what he said.
He was saying the show doesn't have black women, not that black women aren't.
And it's really true what he's saying. I wouldn't even just put it to black women. I would put it to people because a lot of people that go, oh, the goal is SNL. You don't understand what it takes to really be on that show. I didn't understand. So I went up that night and I ripped so hard. And I remember at the end of the set, I said, so there's no funny black women? And I dropped the mic and the place was like, and I think maybe 2 weeks from that, because Chris had saw me at the Comedy Store too, and I was doing the slave joke that I had been doing for several years everywhere, and no one had a problem with it until I fucking did it for everybody.
That's the first time I think I wrote about that on my website.
And it was so weird. So he saw me do that joke, and they said he wrote me down in the people to watch. But I didn't know he was going around telling everybody. But that's how it got. I mean, like 2 weeks later, Chris called me and he was like, hey, had dinner with Lauren. And I was like, Lauren? Yeah, from SNL. Oh, that's that dude name? Because I work on Saturday nights. I don't watch SNL.
No, comics
and if
are
I
working.
did watch it, I only watch it when black people was on there.
Well, that's
if I'm being honest.
It only is a big black show when black people are on it.
Right. So that's the only time I ever watched it. So he was like, yeah, I had dinner with him and somebody's going to call you to come audition for SNL, and I lost my shit. I said, what the fuck are you, is this what the fuck you call helping me?
Yeah.
I was like, do you think this is what the fuck I want to do? Like, I'm not no sketch comic. I'm a fucking stand-up.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking, like, what am I even going to do as an audition? Like, I don't even want to hear this. Yeah. I'm pissed. And he just said, you are the stupidest person I ever talked to.
That sounds like Chris.
Shut up.
He said that to me before.
And go and audition and do some stand-up. And he hung up in my face.
Yeah, no, that sounds
And he was just like, I don't want to hear that shit. Like, are you stupid? And even when the manager I had at the time, I was like, I'm not doing that. And he was like, yeah, you crazy. Yeah. You're doing it. If I have to come over there and fight you, you're going to go do it. So then it became the mission of like, okay, I'm finna go and show them what they're not gonna get.
Here's what you don't want. here's what you can't have.
But it's so crazy because the slave joke really was based on a bad date.
Yeah.
And that was when I wasn't even doing comedy.
So you were doing that joke. You did that joke for your audition.
Did I do that joke? Yes, I did. I did that joke. I did a climb. I did a joke where I did a cartwheel.
First of all, were you doing an audition in a club or just in the studio where it's dry?
On 8H.
The classic audition of like, there's like 4 producers in there and Lauren. Yeah. And there's no audience and the acoustics are dry.
Right.
And you can hear
2
an echo.
2 o'clock in the morning at the Comedy Store. That's what that was.
Oh, yeah. so you done that before.
When I walked in, I was like, Yeah, business as usual.
Yeah.
And I did my set. So I did a climb. I did this joke that I wanted to be Nadia Comaneci. So I do this whole cartwheel so they could see I go physical.
Okay.
Then I did like some smart shit. I think I did the texting joke. I did the texting joke, which is really smart. And then I ended with the slave joke. And then I was like, Leslie Jones, peace. And then I walked off. But what people don't understand about that slave joke was I wrote that in 99. I don't think I was even doing comedy.
So you don't have to tell just remind
That's
people.
why I'm good. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm like, it was a bad date. It was a bad date. No, he didn't. I got stood up, and I missed out on a really big gig because I wanted to go out with this guy.
Yeah.
And I remember sitting in there, and I was eating cold Chinese food. And I was sitting in the middle of the living room, and I just started laughing because I was like, "You're so athletic, and you would be considered a mandingo back in the day." And you would have had all the best men on the plantation because they'd be trying to make a superior black person.
Yeah, they want to. Yeah.
And, you know, I would have all the dope ones. I would have Denzel. I would have Shaq. And I was just laughing because I was like, that's hilarious. You should do that as a joke. Or you should give that to Whoopi Goldberg when you meet her.
Okay.
That's
yeah.
what I was writing.
Yeah.
And I didn't do that joke until 15 years later.
Wow.
Because I wasn't smart enough to do it on stage to make it unoffensive.
Yeah.
And at the time when I started doing it, I didn't care to be if I was offensive or not because I thought it was a great premise. I never thought it was going to be taken the way that it is. Even when I still do interviews about it, I did an interview with Teray, and Teray was like really emotional about it. He was like, I hate that you feel that way about yourself. And I just looked at him and I go, I don't understand that. Because and I looked at him and I said, if we were to quantum leap back right now, what is the realization? You would be in a house because you got good hair.
Yeah.
No, real talk.
Yeah.
I would be in the field.
Yeah.
I would be, I'm big, I'm 6 feet tall, I'm strong. What would I be? This is not me making fun of myself.
It's not you feeling bad about yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and I didn't understand that people don't understand that.
Yeah.
And it just made it go like, okay, from now on, I'm really going to write smart stuff.
I mean, I just remember watching it, and the thing that I felt, and this is the big challenge of SNL, and I've never been on SNL, never been forced to audition. You know, I never got anywhere close to it, but I know a lot of friends who've been on it and read a bunch of SNL books. I was a fan as a kid. Is that format just distorts people in a way that if you're a stand-up on stage doing that joke, it's your environment and you run it and people sort of play by your rules in that moment. But on SNL, you're suddenly on the set of Weekend Update and you're framed by all this, you know,
No, and I'm gonna tell you, they didn't write it the way that it was written.
Yeah.
Before, if I hadn't changed, y'all, you think you would have been pissed?
Yeah, they go, let's clean it up, let's make it funnier.
And they went to a whole different place that the joke wasn't at.
Yeah.
And I remember we were at rehearsal, and I looked at Che, and I remember Brian Tucker, and I said, "You guys, I don't want to do it because we're not doing the joke. If we're gonna rewrite, then let's not do it." And Brian Tucker looked at me and he looked at Che and he said, "Che, take her into that room and you write word for word what the joke is."
And how long had you been on SNL at that point?
I wasn't on the SNL. I was a writer.
That's what I remember.
I was a writer, and I was bummed. I was bummed. I was like in an elevator one day on a Wednesday. We call it Ash Wednesday, when all your sketches get killed. And I was in the elevator, and Higgins was in the elevator, and I broke down crying. I was like, I'm bombing on SNL. I want to go back to being a comedian. I don't want to do this no more. Yeah. And he was like, go home, get something to eat, get some sleep. You're going to be fine. And I remember Lindsay Shookers pulling me to the side, and she was like, we're getting you ready for an update and stuff. So I was like, okay, well, then that started making me go, okay, all right, they have a goal for me. And then I think maybe a week later, they called me in the office and was like, yo, we want you to do an update. And I was like, which one y'all want me to do? And they was like, oh, we want you to do, because at the time, that's why I called it, was the slave joke and the Texas joke. I said, those are two different jokes. Which one do you want me to do? And they just was real quiet. And I said, you want me to do the slave joke? And they was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
You know, like, because and my brother had already died. That's when I really started doing a lot of stuff that I was like, oh, I'm about to die. So let me get all this material out that I've been trying to do. And I just didn't care. I was so on a mission. I was a mission, just like, okay, all the stuff that I've been writing for other people, I think I've actually been writing it for myself. So let me just do it. If it's not good, then it's going to be. But I was like in a mode of like, I'm becoming, now I'm crossing over to be a samurai.
Oh yeah, that's the thing, that it's a comedy. You come to a point like, fuck it, I'm gonna do the way I want to do it.
It literally was
stop
like
asking for permission or waiting for the right moment.
And that's when I started wearing my mohawk too. I didn't care about nothing. I cared about nothing at that time. Yeah.
So this is the thing about you that, again, I'm still giving you your flowers, that it was very clear from the very beginning of seeing you on TV that you are a fighter, you're a survivor, and you're for damn sure gonna have a good time while you're fighting and surviving.
It's the only way to live life, isn't it? I think that everybody's not realizing that this is not going to happen again. I don't know. I think people really live their life like this is just, and listen, that may be true.
We don't know.
But you're not going to live this life again. You're going to live a different life. And it's just, you only, and that cliche thing of people saying you only live one, that shit, take that shit to heart, man. Like, and I had to come, like, especially after my mom and my dad died 6 months within each other.
When was this?
This was in 2000, 2001.
Okay.
And then 10 years later, my brother died. And then I was just like, oh, okay, well, this is a script. They're not coming back. This is not a script. This is a on living life.
Happening.
So what do you want to do? And I knew that I wanted to be a comedian. And as far as the fighting part and the fearless part, I don't understand that, because I've always been that way. I don't understand.
You don't know what.
I don't
you can't analyze it. It's just who you are.
I can't understand that concept. The only thing that I could tell people is that it's more scared for me not to do it than to do it.
That's what I feel, is that it's like, if I silence myself, then I've already done the thing you're going to try to do to me anyway.
You've already done what they want you to do.
I'm giving you what you want, so I'm not going to silence. You're going to have to tell me to be quiet, and then I'm going to get real loud.
Yeah, so at that time when they got me, like when I started wearing my mohawk, I think that's really when things started. I remember the day that I decided to wear the mohawk, because my brother had just died, and I was laying in the living room on the floor. I wasn't getting up.
Yeah.
I had decided I'm not getting up. They're just going to find me here. They're just going to find me here. And my phone kept fucking texting. I was like, who the fuck is texting me? Yeah. And then I looked at the phone. It was Ian Edwards.
Oh, wow.
And he was like, I don't think Ian even know this. He was like, yo, I need a replacement. I got $75 for you. I was like, and then the other part of me was like, yeah, bitch, and you need to take a bath. Like, you need to...
Talk about you.
Yeah, you need to take a bath, and I'm hungry as fuck, yo. Like, you've been laying here for a while. Yeah. So I was like, all right, $75. And I was just in the mood of like, I don't give a fuck what I'm going to do. And I went to the bathroom. My hair had just got permed and cut. But usually I curl it. But it was like a dope-ass hawk. And I was like, that shit look dope. I'm wearing it like this. I don't feel like combing my hair.
Had you ever liked mohawks, or did you have any reference for it or anything? Or
I don't think I understood I am not my hair until that moment. I understood Don King. I understood Patti LaBelle.
Oh, yeah.
I understood everybody at that moment when I decided to wear that hawk.
People who made some bold hair choices.
And I was like, I never thought that I would be this person. And I wore it with pride. Even when black girls would be like, you about to curl your hair? No, bitch. This is the hair. Fuck out of here. I remember I went to the Olympics and this hairdresser was like, oh, I said, you touch me, I'm going to beat your ass. Here for America, bitch. So
I'm here for America, bitch.
So yeah, and I went down. I remember going down to the Comedy Store, and I had on this long black cardigan, and I walked in, and the wind brushed it up, and Ian was just like, you look like a fucking superhero. He was like, your hair looks so dope like that. That's a new thing. I was like, yeah, whatever. And I went up and ripped. It was out of rage. And it felt so good. I was like, this is how I'm going to fucking be able to survive.
Yeah, you're one of those comedians. Another more flowers for you, that when you kill, which you do often, so it's not a unique thing for you, but like, it's more than just the jokes are going over. It's that you are like holding people's souls in there. They like are connecting with you. It's like a very like, I am with this person. Like, I watched your special, which I just watched it this morning because I hadn't seen it yet. Yeah. And I was just like, it's a different type of comedian where it's like the jokes are the jokes and the jokes are good. But it's also like the audience is in there like riding the wave with you.
Wait till you see the new set.
Okay.
Oh, so good. It's when I do comedy, I have a mission. I love to make people laugh about things that they're in pain about, because it's all funny. In the end of the day, God is laughing at all of us.
Yeah. So do you know if we're gonna do special? Or you still working on it?
I'm still working on it. It's called the I'm Hot.
I'm hot. Okay.
It's because I'm hot. I'm hot. Menopausal. I'm hot as a person, and these jokes is hot. So it's so good. But yeah, I've always been that person performing because that's how I receive comedy.
Yeah.
Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I saw a lot of that in the special. I saw that influence a lot.
I don't know
in the storytelling and the times where you got real vulnerable. Like you had a line where you said, "You can't be a success until you fail." And I thought,
isn't that true?
It's true. I mean,
I think everybody is in this society, this whole thing that we're going through right now is about such an uneven of balance, and that you don't understand that both things need to happen. I hate when people be like, oh, well, if there's a God, why would he let this happen? And whoop, whoop, whoop. It rains on the just as well as the unjust. You have to have hate to understand unhate. Does that make sense? You have to have pain to understand not pain. You don't even understand what happiness is until you're sad. And you won't understand success until you have failed. You won't even appreciate it. You won't even recognize it, because success is it. Do you get what I'm saying? It's something you earn. We was just talking about this. It's like whenever you seen somebody back in the day be famous, it wasn't because of an Instagram post. It was because of hard work and appreciation for the art. You know, and I just think that that's what everybody have to understand, is that it's not going to always be good. You have to have bad. You have to go through bomb. You have to bomb to be able to crush. It's like it's yin and yang. That shit is a real thing. I hate when we don't have to go through that. We don't. No, then you're gonna be a nothing ass paper. It like everything in our life has been lessons to teach us. The three pigs.
Oh wow!
Literally, the three pigs show you that grass and dirt and rocks don't work. It's all brick.
Yes,
it's all brick foundation. It's not just some rattled
it's not
shit.
Wood and
like you're gonna be able to put me anywhere because I've been everywhere. My accomplishments and my failure should be your food. Because that's what I got from Richard Pryor. That's what I got from Moms Mailey. That's why I got some from Simply Marvelous, who people don't understand used to go out in the audience, and that's who taught me how to go out in the audience. Or you know, Ronaldo, comics that y'all don't understand that. I sometimes worry about these comics because I don't feel like they'll ever be the best comics because they're not going, but then they are going through their own thing. But it's like the things we got to go through, like performing in a club that has this size stage and the mic is coming from the ceiling. What you gonna do?
And the crowd didn't know there was gonna be a comedy show,
and they better not go in there with no fucking crowd work. In the Bronx, they'll tear your ass up. You will leave there in tears because they will start what?
Don't ask me. Do your act.
Do your act.
Yeah.
Baby.
Yeah.
And that's what listen, crowd work is great.
Yeah, of course.
Every comedian has to do it at some point. Crowd work is like, okay, if I had to explain it like a doctor, crowd work is like doing stitches.
Yeah.
It's just something that you can use if you need to use it.
And doctors, when they're doing that, they don't have to think about it too much. It's just, yeah.
Blessed be the name. I don't know why I keep saying that. But I don't know why I keep saying it. It's just keep coming out of my mouth. But but when they like you got to be able to do all of that. That's why I always say you got to be able to do open heart surgery. Yo, and I always tell everybody, those people that you see doing that crowd work, when I'm on the road with them, I got to do like 20 minutes more. And, you know, because they don't know how to feel a whole set. Because y'all think that a whole set is just jokes. It's not.
Yeah.
It's a whole building of a relationship with someone. See, they already come to see you.
Yeah, yeah.
So they already like you.
Yeah.
Now they want to see. It's like if you was on dating online and you be online with them, and, or you be on the phone with them, and you be like, okay, this is so cool online and on the phone, but when we in person, are we gonna groove?
Is this because it's gonna change?
It's gonna change, and it's gonna be shocking, because I think that's also a thing too with celebrity or whatever. They see you and they go, oh wow, she's really here. So you need to give them 5 minutes for that. You know, like the best thing is when Prince did that little sketch when they were like standing there and he was like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't give you the appropriate time to freak out on me. And they was like, and I was like, yes, that's it.
Yeah, you need to let people take it in.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she actually showed up to my town,
oh my
to
God,
this place.
wait a minute, and she's actually nice. Oh my God, wait a minute, she's so pretty.
And I can see her from all angles, and she's looking at me.
Oh my God, and she's looking at, and she's talking. Oh my God, she seems so, you know.
Yeah. So I read an interesting thing looking you up, so first of all, so many things I want to say. I read about
so many things
to say. So first of all, I want to say that we have the thing in common that we were, according to when we sort of made it, and whatever this means, we were late bloomers. You know what I mean?
I want us so much to change and enjoy our life the way that life is supposed to be. I'm so sad that we have this. When I got on SNL, she's so old.
I saw that.
She the oldest person to ever be on TV.
Yeah.
Oh, she old. She oldest. She the oldest. The oldest.
And the blackest
And the blackest. She a black old girl. She old and she black and she loud. She old, black, and loud. Ooh, she's so old. Yeah. That is the first question I always got. So you made it later in life. Motherfucker, 47 is not old.
No, it's not. It
is literally the beginning of everything.
It's when you sort of know who you are.
Everything is like the 20s. You party. You get all the fucks out. You get all the drugs out. You get all the fucked up your credit. You get all that out. 30s, you fix that shit. You decide what you want to do with the rest of your life. 40s is when you start putting the work in that you got the training from in your 30s. 50s is when you really got that shit right, and now you're going to enjoy the harvest that you made. 60s is the same thing. 70s is this, you can stop fucking rush. We don't rush wine. We open wine when it's time.
Yeah.
Wait till it's your
this
time.
wine is so old. It's
so old though. That wine is so old.
It's because it'd be grape juice if you didn't wait for it. Yeah.
I'm sick of people.
Well, that's why I was like, because I had this happen because when I got totally biased, I was like, 2000, I was 30, I was in my maybe I was 40, but I was definitely like too old to be new. You know what I mean?
That makes me want to throw up.
Yeah.
30s.
Okay, let me do the math here real quick. So,
how old are you now?
I was 39 when I got my show. I'm 53.
So I'm older than you.
Yeah, we're the same age. We're the same box on the ARP.
Do you know I had to tell Higgins that one day he was talking to me? I said, hey, I ain't one of these motherfucking kids. Yeah. When we filling out an insurance form, me and you fill out the same box.
Same box.
So you better fucking check your motherfucking tone, because I'm not your fucking child.
That's exactly right.
He said something to me. I ain't speak to him for a week. He was like, why you not talking to me? I said, motherfucker, because you got me fucked up.
Yeah. Yep. I
love Higgins, though. I love Higgins, Troy. I'm going to clean that up. But I do love Higgins.
He's looking at your publicist. He's like, hey, did we talk about?
And it's so funny because that's what Lauren loved about me. Is that I was grown. Like, he does like the kids because he can form them or whatever, but I think he liked that I was grown because he knew that I knew what to do. Like, he would invite me to a lot of places because he knew I was going to show up sharp.
And you knew how to act.
And I knew how to act. Oh, that was one time, I will never forget this. I hope I can tell the story, but it's not a bad story. So it was a Yankees party that it was a Yankees razor. I love the Yankees. I bleed blue, motherfucker. I love you, Yankees. And Knicks. And hey, wait a minute. Hold on. My mayor, Mandani. My bagel, Jewish. My Christian Dior. Next and far. Sorry.
No problem.
I'm so sorry.
I understand. It comes upon you sometimes. The New York Holy Ghost.
I forgot what I was talking about.
You went to a party with Lorne Michaels.
The Yankee party. Baby, I showed up in Yankee, like this Christian Serrano Yankee blue.
Oh yeah, he's your guy. Yeah,
fucking suit.
Yeah.
It was, and when I turned up, I remember walking to the table we was at. And I remember because Beck and Kyle was sitting right here, and I think Che was sitting right there, and they all just not dressed. They not, you know, they're boys or whatever.
No, I know. Yeah.
And then his billionaire friend, because I know, you know, Lauren hangs around nothing but billionaires.
Yeah, for sure.
And let me tell you something, come on, I'm like from old school. I know how to make all of them feel like man. Like I'm such a such a charmer, you know?
Yeah.
So I walk in and Lauren immediately was like, everybody move. I want her to sit by me. Now.
Everybody
Kyle. Even a bit, move.
Yeah.
And I just remember, and then you do stuff like that. You know, this is why I tell everybody, there's a certain time to have to play an ego. And like, let me make your play for you. You want some of this?
Oh yeah.
You want some of this? And he's just like there taking pictures, and he was like, they just love you, Leslie. And I was like, and I love this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when Russell Crowe came in, everybody was so mad at Russell because they was like, he's so rude, he's so this, and he's so, you know, he's being a brute.
Yeah.
He's a gladiator. Like, what did you expect him to act like? Like, oh my God.
Yeah. So that's why, and I think you appreciate that because this is the other thing I would say. I read that at some point, and this happened, and I only bring this up because I went through a point where I was doing stand-up and I wasn't enjoying my career at all. Yeah. And I was like, is this what I do for a living? And I had to take a break.
In Indianapolis when they paid me in all $5 bills. And I was sitting at the end of my bed, and they almost didn't have the money. They almost didn't. They didn't have the money.
This is before SNL.
This was when after I auditioned for SNL, I had to fly to Indianapolis and do this gig.
Oh wow!
And I kind of felt after the first time I laid eyes on Sasheer, I was like, oh yeah, they're gonna pick her.
Yeah,
she's beautiful.
Yeah,
gosh, she's beautiful.
I just saw her a couple weeks ago.
Just her smile alone is so, she's so striking, and she's very intelligent and good.
And maybe sort of like, and I mean this in the best way possible, kind of too good for this world. Maybe like, you know, like we don't give her
we don't give. I mean, I had a lot of
grace
talks
and the space.
We don't give her enough. They didn't give her enough. To me, I don't feel like they was ready for Sasheer. If Sasheer came after me, I think they would have been ready for Sasheer.
I'm so glad you say that.
She was very, very like, they didn't expect the militant that came from her.
Yeah.
And that's what broke my heart about how they did her sometimes. Like when she did Maxine Waters, it was one of the best. She got not a standing, but she got an applaud at the reading table. It was so good.
Yeah.
And she was so happy. And Lauren cut it at the last minute. It broke her.
Yeah.
It broke her. And you could see it. And I was just like, you don't know what to tell somebody because you don't know what they want.
You're going through your own thing.
And I don't know what they want because I'm trying to figure out what I
just remember that I was talking about before you got here. And so please fill any things you know that I don't know. I just remember it just the fact it became a national news story. We talked about it on Totally Biased that Saturday Night Live was casting a black woman, and I just felt like whoever they cast is going to have more pressure on them than
everybody told me that
actor in the history of Saturday Night Live.
Everybody told me that.
Nobody remembers Beck Bennett's start on SNL. I mean, nobody's like waiting to see what Sarah Sherman's going to do on SNL. And these are all funny people, but like. First of all, let's say there wasn't all the press. Oh, a black woman is going to make a big splash. Mm-hmm. But the fact that everybody was like, after years of not having a black woman, this is the one. And I was like, that's a lot of
pressure. That's a lot of pressure. And she did well.
Yeah, she great.
She was doing well. And it's just like, I sometimes feel like, too, I bring a presence of an artist, especially a black female artist, that they go, ooh. Like, because I've studied, like, and you go, like, Lauren literally, he was like, I don't know what you are, but I want you here.
Saturday Night Live has a history of liking the ball of energy performer.
Oh, my goodness.
And you're one of those, where they're like sort of...
See, but what they don't expect it is to come in the package that it comes in.
That's the other thing.
And I always say, I was like, yo, it might be a black man that be your next Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
Or, it's just like, I know what I'm doing. And then I came in there also very like, I am a freelancer.
Yeah.
You are signing for my talent for a set amount of time. and
Yeah.
these are the conditions. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't come in there with them to create me. I came in to use their platform.
Well, there's the thing. You also did the thing that happens occasionally, but it's not very often, that you basically fought your way from writer to cast member.
It wasn't even a fight. It was more of like, again, my family's all gone. I don't give a shit. I have no fucks.
Yeah. No,
so I know I'm funny.
Yeah.
And I know that's my talent. I had already went through the desperation thing, because desperation is the first thing someone with talent needs to get rid of.
Yeah.
You are talented. You're not desperate. When you think in a desperate mind, you take on fuck shit.
Yeah.
You do anything with your talent. Don't misuse it. You're fucking talented. You're not desperate. Think in a different way. When you think that way, then you make a different plan. Your life is in a different plan. You think, hey, if I'm not paying rent, get a fucking job. And I had so many jobs.
Yeah.
So I wasn't the one that was like, oh, I'm just going to depend on, no, fuck that. You don't get rich until very much into your career.
Yeah.
So get a good job, pay your fucking taxes, pay your rent.
Keep health insurance.
And keep health insurance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be dumb.
Don't be a
Do
mess.
it smart.
Yeah.
So I had already been through all of that stuff, and it was really more of like, oh, I'm not finna sit on y'all's shelf because y'all don't want to let me go and let somebody else get me. So I was a writer, and I was waiting. I was waiting for that call of like, hey, we want to make you a cast, because I did the update. I was like, oh, I know.
You were putting yourself in position.
I know. I've got to, and I got the call that, oh, they want to give me 6 updates, but they're not going to make you a cast member. And I was like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it was at that moment where I was like, okay. What would Michael Corleone do? Because, I do base a lot of my decisions off of the brothers of Godfather.
The Corleone brothers.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's more of just like, okay, I know you think that I don't know what you're doing, but I do.
Yeah.
Because it's like when you're watching a movie and a robot is like, the robot is a weak robot, but everybody got all these fancy robots, but he's still trying to buy your regular ass robot. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I went to my manager and I said at the time, and I was like, listen, I know what this is. There's a couple of shows asking for me right now, which there was 2 broke girls wanted me to do something, and I forgot what the other show was, but it was something with HBO.
Okay. And
I was like, listen, I know what I am. I've already showed them what I can do, and I think that there's other avenues. So I know you like the Saturday night thing, but I'm too old. If I was in my 30s, we could play this little game.
Yeah.
I said, but I'm like up there. They already think I'm the oldest motherfucker.
I did my thing.
Yeah, so if they don't want to have me here, then I want to be very graceful in doing it. So I remember, I think I hit the publicist and I was like, hey, listen, tell them I will do the one, the opening update. And in my head, I was like, I offered that because I want them to see, you don't understand that I know what I'm bringing to this place. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to let you know I know what I'm bringing to this place, right? Mm-hmm. So I knew my lease was up. My lease was going to be up. I just had everything planned.
In your apartment?
Yeah, and okay. I just knew that this is what you're going to do. Yeah. And so I called the publicist and I said, hey, listen, and I wrote this really nice letter and stuff. And I said, listen, this experience has been so freaking great. Like, it's been one of the highlights of my life, and I really appreciate the platform that you got me, but like, I can't sit on a shelf and wait for someone to realize my goals, and there's so many other people that's asking for me. And I hadn't sent it to her yet, right? But I think it was like I went, this is what happened. So the first show was Chris Platt. I went and did the update, and Mike and Che was the number one telling them. And Seth Meyers was like, if you're not, I want her. Like, and Che was like, yo, you don't like, and Paul Feig, they said Steven Spielberg, all of them was calling him going, yo, don't, what the fuck, you the dumbest motherfucker if you lose her or whatever. I didn't know all that was going on, but I knew in my head what I had to do. So I went to that first show and I was going to give them the letter and all this. I went that show, I did that first show. The second show was Sarah Silverman. I didn't show up for rehearsal. I didn't show up for the because you only have me here for the updates. Why would I show up for the other stuff? Wow. And I showed up at the end of the second show just to come and see Keenan. And I remember Lauren seeing me in the hallway, and he was like, where are you at? Where's my fresh new star? And I was like, I'm only doing updates, babe. Like, I don't, And I hugged him. I was like, yeah, I miss you too. And went on about my business.
Like,
the next note that I got, this is what made me write the letter. The next note that I got was, she can't do that. She has to come to the table reads. She has to come. And I was like, nah, that's a full job that y'all not giving me the full job, right? So that's when I wrote the letter. It's really, I thank you so much for this. I'm going to go. And we're at the after party. This happened after he had saw me in the hallway. We go to the after party. I'm talking to Higgins. And the dude from HBO, who I don't know who this dude was, he was head of program or something, but he was drunk as fuck. And he came over and he was like, yo, when you gonna come and work with us? When you gonna come work with us? And I was like, dude, calm down. He was like, nah, man, I want you to, like, what we gotta do to buy your contract out. Like, he was just like talking like that. And I was like, I'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
Then I think I want to say it's Brittany, I think it's Murphy, the girl who writes for Two Broke Girls. She was like, yo, we wrote a part for you on Two Broke. Now they saying all this in front of Higgins.
Lauren. Yeah.
I think Higgins went and said something to Lauren, right? So then when I sent him this, letter, they was like, hey, Jim Carrey was the third. Hey, show up for, Lauren wants to talk to you. At least show up for the pitch. And I was like, perfect. I pitched something really funny to Jimmy too. I don't remember what it was, but it was really funny. And then afterwards, he was like, I want to talk to you. And I came in the office and he was like, yeah, you're not finna go win the Super Bowl somewhere else. He was like, and we just gonna go ahead and make you a cast member. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. And I was like, oh, okay.
Know your worth.
Okay. And then I told him, I said, so you know I'm about to show my ass, right? And he was like, I expect that very much. And then he was like, but you're going to go to the pay. And I was like, absolutely not. You're paying me to be a writer and a cast member. I'm not these kids. And he's like, all right.
Like, oh God, I can't win this negotiation. He's probably used to winning all these negotiations.
But it's a respect thing because of age. It's like, yo, like I know what I am, you know?
He's just people with just being excited to be there. And you're like,
people need to understand that it wasn't just me being excited to be there. It's me knowing that they need to be excited to be there. I would come in every Saturday like, we're fucking playing baseball tonight, son. And I would scream. Like I was an energy. I knew what I was there. At the table reads, I was at table reads like that shit was really happening.
Yeah.
There was a sketch, I don't know you remember, Cecily and Vanessa used to do where they were like, I don't know if they were call girls.
Oh, yeah, I remember that sketch. Yeah.
So the first time I heard that sketch, I was so upset at the table because she was like, I thought I had sex with 6 Navy SEALs, but it turned out to be 6 SEALs. And I said, bitch, you didn't know it was a SEAL by the second one? And everybody at the table fell out because I was like, what the fuck is happening with their lives? I'm so upset. And then I remember Cecily come up to me after me and she was like, they're fine.
Yeah.
They're going to be fine. Those girls are fine.
Those girls are going to. You got too caught up in the story.
You got too caught up. They're fine.
These are fictional characters.
Calm down.
It
was
relax.
so fun. But I was just like, and it was almost like they were seeing a real reaction from what the people at the house is going to be doing. Yeah. Because trust me, when I didn't laugh, sometimes that sketch didn't get through. And that was often time. And I remember, I'm not going to even say names, but I remember this dude, he wrote a sketch. And the sketch is not supposed to be longer than 6-7 pages.
Okay.
Unless it's a special thing. I think his shit was like 21 pages. And it was not funny.
Well, no.
And we wasted at least 15 minutes on that sketch. And I remember when we finished reading, everybody's so quiet. Everybody always doing that politically correct. And I looked right at Lauren and I said, what the fuck was that?
Oh, Jesus.
Like, and because he was like looking like they record I don't care. I said, we just wasted. I said, you cut like 5 sketches for this shit. I was like really mad because I was like, my sketch got cut for this shit.
Wow.
And this shit is not funny. What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And I remember the host but everybody just, you could just tell everybody was like, fuck. Like, and Kyle was just hitting me on the table like, shut up. I was like, fuck that. I'm mad. There's 21 pages. And for real, I didn't get the joke. Even after that, I didn't get the joke until the last part. And I was like, you wrote 21 pages to get to that? I was so fucking pissed.
Did that sketch air? You don't have to say nothing. I'm just wondering if it aired.
Huh?
Did the sketch?
No.
Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to ask. I'm sorry.
And it might have after I left. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay.
But I remember Lauren telling me afterwards, he was like, you know, we tape we taping it, and he's gonna hear that. And I was like, maybe that's why he don't like me now.
Can I tell you my favorite? Among my favorite things you did, my favorite thing you did that I also feel like it tells the story of the show.
Yes, ma'am. I mean, sir.
That's fine.
I'm looking at her going, yes, ma'am.
I know, yeah, you checking in with the publicist every minute.
And she goes,
yeah. Black Trump.
Baby.
Hold on, before you say something.
Yes.
When I saw that, I was like, that's what is supposed to happen. She's supposed to be playing Trump every week on SNL. I saw that. I was like, they figured it out. She will be Trump. Trump will hate it. She will be playing Trump. You're not even doing the voice. It doesn't. That would have been. That was like. I was like perfect. And then by the end of the sketch, I'm like, oh, it's a joke.
Well, let me show you how naive I am. So, Alec Bowen was like, I don't want to be Trump no more.
Yeah.
And I literally thought the joke was that we're making fun of him.
Yeah.
I was very serious when I went into Lauren's office, and I was like, hey, Lauren, like, I want to be Trump. And he was like, what? I was like, I want to be the new Trump. And he was like, no. And I was like, why? That's so funny.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
it's so funny. He's like,
not
no,
think
it's an inside joke.
How do you not see that that's...
He was like, it's an inside joke. It's an inside joke. And I was like, all right. And I was fucking pissed. I was like, y'all don't never let me do nothing. I was like, I want to be a man. Y'all don't let me play a man. This is fucked up. I was just like fussing, right? And he always laughs at me when I fuss because I guess obviously it sounds funny when I fuss. So he was like laughing. So when I went, I don't know who it was I was talking to, but I pitched it or something. And they, Kyle, the ones that we do it with, Kyle was like, shit, you as Black Trump is like,
yeah,
we're going to do that. We're going to do that. And we're going to do it. And maybe, and I was like, I'm still through the whole thing. So do you think he'll pick me as Trump? And then they would just, is that your goal? Like, I'm like, yeah. Like,
it's so crazy to me that nobody thinks that they think it's too silly. Like, I don't understand.
And do you see that part when Vanessa was all of that was hilarious. The part where Vanessa was like, oh, I'm going to be Trump too. It was fucking hysterical.
Yeah.
And then the part where Lauren let me not beat him up, but every time, like, I would grab him. And so we can have, and it's so funny how you see the back and everybody's seeing me beat up Lauren, but he has a lookalike. The guy looks just like him.
Of course he does.
So every time I would grab Lauren's sweater, every time they say cut, I was like, oh, this is real cashmere, isn't it? I'm sorry if I'm stretching it. And he was like, you are an idiot. You're like, it was so, he let me tear up the office. It was so epic.
But it was supposed
so
to be
epic. And then that Melania didn't know. Oh God, we loved all of that.
But you were supposed to be Trump.
I know.
You were every week.
But
Trump would have hated it.
He would have hated it.
And you were doing, you did in that sketch, you do such a good job. I'm like, I see the take.
And huge.
Yeah.
Didn't say, cause the part when I'm sitting in front of Kyle and he was like, you sound Jamaican.
I mean, but the whole thing was so like,
you know what? What pissed me off is that the thing that people loved is the Kyle things. I was like, is it that we look like a weird couple? What is so funny about that?
There's something about you too that there was like
I didn't get that.
There was I'm not saying in real life, but there was definitely a chemistry there that
we had a chemistry until he told me he was a Virgo. All those other ones, I felt forced. I had to do it because they had thought it was so funny. But there was a couple that after I found out he was a Virgo, I was like, I'm all with this. But the day that we shot Colin, when Kyle shot Colin, let me tell you, tears. Like, I'm telling you, we were laughing so fucking hard because it's exactly what Lauren is. Like, all this chaos is happening, and he's just standing there. And when Kyle shot, we were crying. Yeah. There were some things that I wrote that me and Keenan thought was so hilarious, and it was like the Whoopi Goldberg one when we was gonna shoot Whoopi Goldberg. I thought it was hilarious that Colin would know if I was Whoopi or if it was the real Whoopi.
Yeah.
And that he just was like, oh, okay, so you think you're the real Whoopi? Okay, then I'm going to shoot you. And then shot me. And it was like, you shot. And we had these commercial breaks.
Yeah.
Man, on the table, we were laughing so hard. We had these, have you ever seen the commercial breaks where they put the picture and it'd be like, la, da, 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 da. So we had the commercial breaks with Lauren riding on the moped. and he would do that voice. It was like, scoot, scoot, baby. Oh my God. We were tears coming out of our, and it was like, they would come back and then everybody's like, Colin, why would you shoot Whoopi? Well, she's Whoopi Goldberg. Boom. Lauren taking a shower. Rubba dubba dubba in the tubba. We were crying.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the sketch, Lauren goes, you know we can't shoot Whoopi Goldberg on air, right? And everybody fell out, and I was like, God damn it! Because Tucker was like, y'all was high when y'all wrote that, huh?
So just overall, because I know you left, and it seems like often when people leave, there's like a
Controversy.
or like a sadness behind their eyes. Like,
they're very sad. I can't get away from people going, we miss you on SNL.
Yeah.
We miss you, but don't miss me, because like it's levels of life. Like I can't be on there forever. There's other people who can do that.
Yeah.
Like Keenan's fit for that. Like Keenan is the foundation of it. You know what I mean?
It's nobody thought he was going to be there for.
And I think that's what they wanted from me too. But I needed to. I had to tell them that like if I don't leave now, I won't be able to leave, and I need to leave now because I want to do so much more.
And also, it seems like it's such a hard place to work too.
It's mentally and physically challenged. I feel like you need to definitely have your mental together when you go there, because there's a psychological thing that goes on about the writing and the things that get cut. Like, but what you need to understand, you need to really ride that shit. Like, you need to just be very much off the shoulder shit and submit to the process, because you will be heartbroken every week if you depend. Just write. I always tell people, just write. And if it's funny, make it funny and make it what they need. Yeah. If it's not, they'll like it. And sometimes sometimes they don't like the writing and see the concept and go, oh no, we like the concept, but we're going to rewrite it. Yeah. So, and sometimes it makes it to the table and it might not go on that week, but it'll go on next week. Yeah. So you really have to have optimism.
Yeah. There's so many people who've been on that show. And you know, you just said that people are sad that you left. And I'm like, you know, I don't know Bowen Yang, but I was like, oh, that guy's going to be there forever. And then he just left. And it seems like he just released a statement like...
Well, Lauren says it all the time. The good ones always want to leave. The good ones always want to leave. You know, it's rare that you get a good one to stay. Yeah. You know, and it's true.
Why is that?
Because it is hard.
That's what I thought.
It's 100 hours. It's 100 hours. It's 200 hours, because it's 100 hours of physical and 100 hours of mental. And people don't understand, we don't leave that building. No. There's one day that we have off and then we start all over again. Now, you imagine the mental of trying to drop a whole show off your brain and start fresh. It's literally, and when
you say 100 hours, you literally mean 100 work hours.
Like
you
I'm
have to,
serious.
In that building.
Yo, so Monday is at 5 p.m. is when we go and pitch. So that's from about 5 to 10. If you pitching something and you know you're going to write it, you give it to writer
that's
Monday
5
night.
p.m. at night.
Yes.
So you've done the show on Saturday, you have Sunday off, and you go back in. So
and
Monday,
by the way, on Sunday, we're not allowed to talk to each other.
Oh, that's funny.
No, because you're very emotional. You're very mentally broken. You want to say mean things. You want to... you want to be like, why the fuck my shit get cut? You want to be all that. Yeah. But I learned the hard way, do not text people on Sunday. So Monday is when you can click.
The work week starts.
Yeah, 5 p.m. Monday is when you can address that shit. Because everybody didn't have their mental break. Like, even Lauren goes for a walk on Sunday. It's just a real fucking thing. Like, you got to use those hours to get your shit right. So from 5 on it, and if you have a sketch that actually might go on, then that's when you address it right with the writer. So then Tuesday night when you start writing, you already know what you're working with. Tuesday starts. Kenny used to get there at 12. Mine's end up becoming 5 and 6 because I knew I was gonna be there most of the night. But the rule for me and Keenan was we left at 12 because y'all got 13 writers. Y'all write that shit.
So 12. So this, what day is this?
This is Tuesday.
So Tuesday, you get there at what time?
Oh, most writers get there like 12 and they noon. Stay there to the next night.
But you guys would say we leave it at 5.
But we leave at 12. Okay. No, we leave at 12 at night.
Okay, so 12-hour day.
Right.
Okay. And how late are you there on Monday?
Monday is just 5. Like we would be there a couple hours if Les, me, and Keenan was hanging out. So that's kind of an off day too.
Okay.
So Tuesday is a full day. Wednesday is the table read. Wednesday the table read. You get there about 4
p.m.
and you're there. The writers have been there all night.
Okay.
But you come in, writers be having on the same clothes. They look crazy. They look crazy as hell. They look tired as fuck. They look stressed out.
Yeah.
And then you see their whole dreams crushed at the table. The sketch doesn't. You could literally see their face just go.
They were up till.
Let me tell you, explain something. If Lauren puts the sketch down and starts fucking with his phone, you're fucked. You're fucked. You're fucked. You're just fucked.
Yeah.
So Wednesday, they're there. Now, if your sketch gets picked, because you find out that night, they go in, we read about 40 sketches, they come out, pick 12. Mm-hmm. So you're waiting for that shit to be posted. So everybody's usually drinking. And if that's like the part where you just let go, it's Ash Wednesday. It doesn't matter what the fuck's going to happen. So we wait for the sketches, they get picked.
And what time do they pick them usually?
It's usually like maybe let me see, the read ends about like 8.
So 4 to 8 is the read.
Yeah, like maybe more like 5:30. Maybe like because we wait for Lauren to get there, and Lauren don't get there like 5:30.
Yeah.
And then maybe by 8 is when it's finished.
Okay.
It depends on it's about 8. Depends on the host too, but the host usually there too to get their shit together. Table read ain't no joke.
Yeah.
So we stay, and so about 9 is when we find out what the sketches is. So if your sketch get picked, you're there another couple hours because now you got to go through every department. You got to go through hair. You got to go through makeup. You got to go through wardrobe. You got to go through set. You got to go through direction. So you're there for a couple of hours because there's a long line for that shit, right? But you should see how fast they do that shit.
Oh, yeah.
It's beautiful. Don, you go into the hair and they be like, what did hair? Boom, bam, boom. So you'll stand in line, but it takes them 10 minutes to get you in and out.
Because they've been doing this for 50 years.
It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
And then Thursday, you don't know what type of schedule you have because most time pre-tapes happen on Thursday. So sometimes you'll get those 5 o'clock calls, 5 a.m. and then you finish your work day with the sketch and go straight to the studio. Mm-hmm. So most Thursdays and Fridays is when all the update shit gets done. Thursday and Friday is when all the updates get actually written. Mm-hmm. And it just depends on if yours get picked. Now, you would get lucky sometimes at a cast member if you don't have that many sketches, you'll have Thursday off or Friday off. You'll get lucky. Most of the time, that did not happen for me and Keenan. I would be in 6 or 7 sketches.
That's because there's the other thing about being black on SNL. They just want to put you in the back. They just want to put you in stuff so they can look like.
And then I was glad I got to the point to where somebody would write something, I'd be like, I don't want to be in that because I know what that is. You're going to ride me all the way to Brooklyn. I don't want to be there in Brooklyn for 2 hours to shoot 3 minutes of something and then be in traffic for another 2 hours trying to get back to Manhattan. It was just like one of those. That was what drove us crazy was Thursday and Friday. And then Saturday was always, they don't understand how much work we do on Saturday, the day of. Yikes. It starts at 12, so we're rehearsing all of the sketches, the whole show. Then we do a dress rehearsal. Then we do live.
The dress rehearsal is with an audience.
Yeah, the dress rehearsal is with an audience, which for me, it was like if dress went well, live might not be good.
Okay.
If dress went bad, live's gonna kill.
Oh, that's funny.
It's just always like that.
Yeah.
So when I came in there and did my update, I remember this night because I was like, I'm such a good comic and I'm such, I know how to do the comic thing. So the first night, the first show, the dress, I ripped the fuck out of that shit, yo. And I came out and I remember Lauren calling me to the office between the meeting because we have the between meeting where we pick the sketches that we're going to actually do on the live show. And he said, when everybody walked out, he was like, that was so good on dress. Do it live. And when I say, like for me as an athlete, that's like a coach telling me, I need you to score the winning point.
I need you to hit the last basket.
And I'm fucking fired up now. And cause I'm, everybody got their little suspicions like, oh, you did so good dress. I don't know how you're going to do live, man. You can't turn the TV on me, man. You can't turn the camera on me. Boom, I killed that shit. And when I walked off, I remember this. Lauren was waiting by the door for me and he hugged and they was like, he never does that.
And which sketch was that?
That was the first update I ever did.
Okay, all right,
yeah.
All right.
We talking about song. I'm sorry if I'm taking you off subject.
No. Here's the thing. I think a lot of people love to hear these SNL stories, but also love to hear your SNL story.
Right.
Because I think, and also SNL's had so many different iterations. Like you were out there, funny enough, at a particularly black time, and now it's not a particularly black time anymore. And I feel like Cam Patterson is in this position of like, he's the black guy in the back of a lot of sketches. He's done some updates and he's done a couple characters, but I see him a lot when they do the commercial parodies. He's like just one of the people in the commercial. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying anything against him. I'm saying that's the thing that happens to black people on SNL.
I don't know how much writing Cam is doing.
Yeah, I'm not trying to.
I don't know how much writing he's doing. I always say, when I was there, I would push for stuff, because there was one season where we had more black hosts than we did white, and that was me.
Yeah.
I remember getting Chadwick Boseman at the Black Panther, and I got him in the corner, and I was like, "You gonna do SNL? I need you to do SNL." He's like, "Nah, that might not be for me." I was like, "Listen, I will protect you. I will protect you. I will make sure
Dora
that right."
Milaje.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he came and did it, and it was just like so many great moments that we had with black hosts.
Yeah.
I think it is the person. Cam may be in a position where, because sometimes they do that little classism thing there too. Like if you're new, you gotta.
I mean, Chris Rock went through it. I mean, a lot of great comedians have gone through it.
Keenan, I would tell Cam to talk to Keenan, because Keenan would tell you, man, I ain't get a sketch for the first 5 seasons I was on.
Yeah.
And it'd be like that because they're trying to break you in and trying to figure out what to do with you. But I would tell him to continue to write, find him a writer there that wants to write with him and continue. The thing is that they give up when they get rejected one time. Continue to put sketches on the table. Like there was a point where I wanted all the black writers to always put a sketch on the table every week, because even when they don't pick them, they're still going to hear it. And there's going to be one week they're going to pick that shit. And that's great. But they got scared after getting rejected one time. And you're scared to follow with these writers and their little cockiness and stuff sometimes that they have, not all of them, because there are great writers there. James and Ken, one of my favorite people who write there. It's just, you just gotta.
Well, it's also a thing too, like
you gotta think of it as an institution. It's an institution.
Well, that's the other thing I was gonna say, is that I've heard Cam talk about it, and he didn't grow up as a black comedian thinking about SNL, so it's kind of all new to him.
And that's the same thing I came in too. Like I didn't think about I work on Saturday night. I don't watch SNL.
Yeah.
So it's just I'm gonna be honest. I learned a lot when I was there, and I would tell him to pay attention to everything. Pay attention to how they write, cast, get into the casting, get into the how you shoot. I got into I learned so much stuff on. So take it on as a school, because it is gonna be, SNL is gonna be what it is. It's like a building. That building's not gonna fucking change for your. You got to maybe change to fit in a little, but still know how. See, that's why you get some young, because they don't know who they really are yet. Yeah. So it's easy to influence them. And I think that's why it was different with me. Because it was like, nah, motherfucker, you're not finna tell me who I am.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you who I am,
So I can't let you go without talking about what many of us saw you go through with Ghostbusters.
Oh.
And I'm not even trying to get you to like go through the drama.
Right.
I just want to say that like the way that you, first of all, got horribly abused by, and I don't know if you say his name, the guy, the blonde-haired, used to be gay guy.
But but don't you see his life now?
No, I used to have things with him too. So I was like, I got booked to do a gig one time to counter protest him. It was a college in Southern California where they booked him. Some club booked him, and they're like, we need something to be the opposite of him. And so I got booked. Like there was cops everywhere and security. I think we were literally in the same building, just different venues in the same building. So Milo Yiannopoulos is who we're talking about. But yeah, living well is the best revenge, as they say.
I think also too.
But he really did a lot of fuck shit with you.
Well, this is what I need to tell everybody that always wants to get in this business. We was just talking about this. Y'all want to get into this business and don't understand it's not just walking the red carpet and getting an award and stuff. It's a lot of hard. When I did Ghostbuster, I did not realize our society was the way it was. I'm being so honest with you. When I did the update and everything, I was like, oh damn, there is like no wonder. And that's why I have to say about SNL, Lauren has to be like not a puppet master, but he has to not only make people laugh in Chicago and California, he has to make people laugh in Omaha and Kansas. Like you can't. That's a hard little. That's a hard little scale, baby. And when I did the Ghostbuster thing, I didn't even know that the industry was so fragile and not
that it was a big deal to go this time they're ladies.
And that, like, even what happened like with Monique, when Monique came out and actually said what really goes on and how they ostracize her, and it's almost like, okay, well, you got to really watch what you say on how you're being handled, but there should be again, that social media shit is some real fuck shit.
Because that was during the era of Twitter.
Yeah,
that was when Twitter was really Twitter.
Understand, like,
you got doxxed by
yeah, well, when I got what do they call it, hacked or whatever,
hacked and doxxed.
And listen,
your information was put out.
Yeah, and nudes. Like, listen, let me tell you something. The hardest conversation I had was with my auntie, because she was like, "Why is your pussy on my computer?" And she said, "Why you even taking pictures of your pussy?" I was like, "I want to see what it looked like." You know what I'm saying? Like, but what they misunderstood is that I was ever going to be shamed. That's what they misunderstood about me. It's like, do you understand the shit that I've been through in my life? And you think I'm finna be ashamed of some great pictures? Listen, so, yeah, so the Ghostbuster thing was kind of, it was kind of unreal because
it was unreal. I mean, it's unreal to watch.
This is what I didn't understand. Y'all know Ghostbusters are not real things, right? Like, you know, that's a movie, right? Like, it shouldn't be like a sex on Ghostbusters. Like,
it shouldn't be like, it's so weird that it was men before, now it's women.
I didn't understand. That's when I started learning about people needing shit the same.
Yeah.
So this is where I come from with stuff like that. I have to tell people, first of all, that wasn't a real thing. Second of all, what are you telling your daughter? What if your daughter says she wants to be a Ghostbuster? You're going to be like, only men can be Ghostbusters. Get your ass back in your room with your dolls. The fuck are you going to say? Now, this is, and I need to say this because I think people don't understand what TV and creativity and writing is. When Shakespeare was writing his shit, when Mark Twain, I would think that they are thinking in their mind, I can't wait to see how someone else interprets my writing.
Yep.
Shakespeare especially.
Yeah.
You know how many ways have we seen Romeo and Juliet?
Yeah.
Charles Dickens, how many ways have we seen The Christmas Carol?
Yep.
They would come back and now they would not be like, that person, they would be like, whoa, I can't believe I wrote something that people were so inspired to write. Again, go back into The Three Pigs.
Yeah.
How many, do you get what I'm saying?
I get what you're
People
saying.
didn't write this just for it to stay the same.
Yeah.
They wrote it to have creativity because that's what they are.
Yeah.
And I hate when people see stuff in such a small box. Like even God, like it's hilarious how everybody think God is like, oh, you gotta be God. If we're thinking of the concept of God, do you honestly think there's something you're doing that he doesn't know about? Like he woke up one morning and go, I did not know Leslie smoked so much weed. This has gotta be taken care of. I did not. He's not. Yeah. And it's like, you think you got to get right to go to him, but you're not going to get right until you do. And I'm not a fanatic because that's not what he wants either. He created you. And I say this all the time. You are a specific piece of art that was made by him. He wants that art to do what it does. He wants you to find your gallery. He wants you to find a way to show the. You are so small if you're putting God in this box of thinking that he only wants one thing. God made a platypus. He made a platypus. Do you know how funny a platypus is?
Yeah.
Why would you think he's not making a transgender male or female? Or a gay or a black person? Or what makes you think that he's making one thing? He made oranges, apples, bananas, pineapples. Why would he make one type of human? Come on, you guys.
I'm ready to join the church, Leslie.
I'm ready
to come up to the altar. I'm ready to join the church of Leslie.
It's how sad you're making him so small.
Yeah.
I got a little slight sweat on that one.
you. So I loved you before. I love you more now.
Oh, thank you, baby.
I mean, this has been such a joy. It's also been one of the easiest podcasts I've ever hosted because
I love to talk.
I've been sitting here being entertained, and I haven't even said this to anybody else. I would love to have you back sometime because I just want
Anytime.
to talk to you.
I love, and we could talk about anything.
Yeah, clearly.
I'm really good.
Clearly, your publicist may not like to talk about anything.
Well,
but,
she'll be here to make sure I ain't doing nothing wrong.
Two last questions.
Yes,
Tell me
ma'am.
about your HG.
Am I sweating on TV?
It's all right. First of all, I want people to know that's my shirt that I was wearing. And then you said that you needed it.
It smelled like
so
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, I came in. It's funny.
Is that?
This is how I know you're famous. I handed it to you, and you just did the thing that famous people do. You just put it to the side without
Because
even
I didn't
really.
want nobody taking
Yeah, but
it.
you didn't even. I don't think you. I was like, I don't know if she knows I gave it. I took it off out there and put it on.
I didn't even realize it because you said you had more shit.
I got more, so yeah.
That's not gonna make me give it back to you.
I know it's not coming back.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna put my sweat on it so you don't want it.
I gave it to you, so I know that I gave it to you. It's yours. It's yours.
Okay, I got a show on HGTV called Roast My Rental.
Okay.
So fun. We roast the vacation rentals and then we renovate them. It's so fun.
Nice.
You would not realize how people are so delusional about their rentals.
I have a family, so we've done some renting, and you're like,
and the snow. Oh, child, it's really fun. It's really fun. And then my specials that's on Peacock, Life Part 2, which will soon be on my YouTube channel. And I got so much stuff going on. I'm touring, everything. It's so many good things happening.
Last thing I ask people, is there a cause or a nonprofit or somebody you want people to support or know
Yes,
about?
Brown Bag Lady. She feeds homeless people. I think her record is up to 200,000 people that she's fed in L.A. Brown Bag Lady, go check her out on Instagram. She is doing the Lord's work for real. Please, please, please donate. And Planned Parenthood. I know whatever you think, you can think whatever you want. Planned Parenthood is very important, not just for women, for men. And they treat your meat. Go to Planned Parenthood to get your meat checked. They check your meat. Okay? Stop that. Go to the doctor. Your penis is going to bed so sad. I'm sorry.
No, you are. I was just waiting. I'm just enjoying the ride. This is I'm on the
a
Leslie
great commercial or
That's
what?
a great commercial. We're definitely clipping that. I'm on the Leslie Jones show. Thank you for letting me be a guest on the Leslie Jones show.
It was really nice having you here.
I appreciate it. Thank you. I certainly want to talk to you again. I hope we can stay in touch.
I know you like me when you did this.
I'm like 8 years old now. I'm like, yeah. I got all girls. I think I have 3 daughters, so I love a powerful woman. So and I knew you were, but it's good to be in your presence.
Tell them to.
And I also want to brag. I did a benefit for Planned Parenthood in Oakland, so I want to let you know I'm doing the right things.
Continue, and it's for men too.
Yeah, no, for sure.
It's for men too. It's not just for women. It's for men too. And just because they say in Planned Parenthood that they don't go,
it's for everybody who needs healthcare.
I say this to everyone. Planned Parenthood saved my life. It was my only medical until I was able to afford medical.
There you go.
They're just great. They're I went to Planned Parenthood up until I was 52. Even when I had money, that's where I went.
Leslie Jones, everybody. We don't normally
Thank
clap,
you.
but I feel like we need to clap.
Put in a good word to Sebastian for me.
Oh, last thing I ask everybody, the podcast is who's with me? Are you with me?
I'm with you.
Okay, there we go.
Let's
you
go.
with me, not with me. You with me.
No, I'm with you.
With you. Yeah, chew.
I'm with you.
All right, there we go.
Oh, again, I'm about to go watch the next. I'm going to say it one more time. My mayor, Mandani. My bagel, Jewish. My Christian, Dior. Next and far, baby.
I love that this is going to air months after we find out what happens, and we'll just have to. If they do it in 4, it's going to be beautiful. So we'll see.
If they don't do it in 4 or 5?
Yeah, 5. We'll settle for 5. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
This was so fun. So, are you married? No. You're not? Really? You got a girlfriend?
I do.
Can she fight?
I think she would fight you.
I don't think she would either. So how long y'all been together?
9 months. Just about.
Yeah, that's not gonna last.
No.
No. Do you love her? You like into her?
Yeah.
You like her? Okay, so you'll remember me though if you break up, right?
Of course.
I think he probably knows who you are.
No, I'm just saying remember that like we had this exchange.
Oh yeah, no, I'll
Like, and you can go tell your girlfriend out of respect, I didn't take you from her, because I could. So out of respect, I'm going to tell her that out of respect, she still is number one, right?
Now I know why your
But
publicist is here.
if y'all break up, let's go. Like, I'm gonna leave my number with Kamau, and then you're gonna go in. No, I want you to get over her.
Yeah, like,
because
take
if
a
y'all
moment.
break up, get over her. Don't come to me bruised.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna be a rebound and shit. Do you want to get married? That type of shit. Like, are you good? Do you want kids? Oh, blessed be the name. I think you're the one, but that's called you. You haven't made your
Please,
way
God,
to me
say we're
yet.
recording. Please,
You haven't
God.
made your way to me yet. How old are you?
I'm 40.
Oh my God.
Just press record. while she's
Seriously, let me
flirting
ask
with
a
you.
question. Let me ask a question. Are you just being nice to me or are you attracted to me?
Yeah, of course.
Blessed be the name. I have a heated pool. Just remember that. I don't know what your girl got. She's probably great. She's probably a great.
No pool at all.
She's probably really a nice person, but I don't think she's for you. What is her name?
Sarah.
Okay. What she look like? She's blonde. Is she white? Is she?
Yeah.
She's white. Yeah. It's okay. You're in LA. You didn't know I was available. That's what it was. I'll forgive you for that.
It's happening, everybody.
So are y'all like living together type shit?
No.
Ooh, yeah, because you ain't into that. You don't want that shit. You want your own space, or do you want to live with her? Are you getting to the point where you want to live with her?
Well, we're getting to the point where we're talking about it.
Okay. I'm not trying to break up your relationship.
But
See,
pretty soft. No.
yeah, but I'm not finna fuck it up for her because she probably deserves you too. But let me explain something.
Yeah.
Your portfolio gonna get better with me.
Yeah.
Like your credit score is gonna go up.
Yeah. I got a pretty
You know?
good credit.
No. Oh, and that makes it even hotter.
Yeah.
But I want to let you know that's not what I judge men off of because I got my own money. I'm just like,
So that was me and Leslie Jones. Thanks for coming by, Leslie. Obviously, we need to have many more conversations. I really appreciated it. At the end of the episode, Leslie Jones shouted out some causes. She shouted out Brown Bag Lady, which feeds the unhoused community in LA, specifically on Skid Row. You can go to brownbaglady.org to support them. They take donations. They have a summer youth camp doing the good work. They have schedules of when they feed people. So again, you can sponsor a camper at their summer camp. So again, brownbaglady.org. And just to say this, most of the reason that people are unhoused is economic. It is not because they're drugs or they have mental health issues. We did an episode of United Shades about this. Most of the reason people are unhoused is economic. So give them money, give them homes. They will be better off. The other thing that Leslie shouted out was Planned Parenthood. I don't know how much I need to say about Planned Parenthood, other than Planned Parenthood, in addition to doing reproductive rights work and doing abortions, also does just medical care. like you can, like women can go get checkups there. Even men can go there for medical care. So Planned Parenthood does more than just abortions work. And in many communities, they're one of the only places that people can go and trust, especially as our federal government starts shutting down rural hospitals and rural health centers. So PlannedParenthood.org, Planned Parenthood or PlannedParenthoodAction.org to donate, and you go to PlannedParenthood.org. So yes, check those two things out, BrownBagLady.org and Planned Parenthood. And again, support Planned Parenthood because maybe you have good healthcare where you are, but certainly Planned Parenthood does healthcare for people who live in communities that don't have access to the best healthcare. So again, support those two causes. Thanks to Rabbit Grin Productions, Pushkin Industries, and my company, Who Knows Best Productions. Special thanks to Chris Dowd from Fishbone for the theme music. Thanks to Skyline Studios as always. And again, do something good for yourself, for your community, and for the world. See you next week. Next week, our guest is Maria Bamford. Having a run of comedians here. Thanks. Hey, thanks for watching an episode of Who's With Me. If you're on YouTube, please like and subscribe, share, hit that hype button. I hear it makes all the difference. Please like, subscribe, share, hit the hype button. Thank you.